Test 65, passage 3, question 15. In using the phrase, the state's chip, in line 29, the author of passage A most clearly means to refer to a government's, well, you know, the whole point here was the misuse of another power, right? And when they said bargaining with the state's chip, what they meant was, you know, hey, I know that you cheated on your taxes, and I'm going to tell the government that you cheated on your taxes unless you pay me money. Well, what I'm doing there is I'm using the power of the state to compel you to pay your taxes or penalties or interest or even put you in prison. So bargaining with the state's chip meant misusing the state's power to compel, you know, to prison or whatever. A, legal authority to determine what actions are crimes. No, I'm looking for power over you that they can punish you or make you do shit you don't want to do. B, legitimate interest in learning about crimes committed. What? C, legitimate interest in preventing crimes before they occur. What? All right, so I'm not understanding these answers. D, exclusive reliance on private citizens as a source of important information. No. The state's chip meant, well, if they find out about this, they're going to want to punish you for it. E, legal ability to compel its citizens to testify in court. You know, if that said go to prison, I would love it, but compel you to testify in court wasn't ever mentioned. Okay, so this happens from time to time. I get through all 5 answers and I don't like any of them. That's because 4 out of 5 answers are wrong, and I expect answers to be wrong, so I don't really spend a lot of time with answers that I don't understand. Going back through the answer choices quickly, I know for sure that it's not about their ability. A says, you know, their ability to make laws. It's not about their ability to make laws. Rereading B, legitimate interest in learning about crimes committed in its jurisdiction. Okay, I can at least make a case for B. Does the government have a legitimate interest in learning that you murdered or whatever, cheated on your taxes? They do. They do have a legitimate interest in preventing those things. Our whole society crumbles if we allow murder to happen without punishment. They have a legitimate interest in learning about these crimes, but if you were to blackmail somebody for that crime, you're bargaining with the state's chip. Yeah, the chip wants to know about, yes, the state wants to know about this murder. But you don't get to use their legitimate interest in knowing about the murder for your own benefit. That's the whole point about why blackmail is illegal. So the answer here is B. I didn't like it at first, but I hate A, C, D, and E. So I can kind of back into the correct answer there and get it right, even though I didn't love the correct answer at first blush. I'm just not going to pick any of the rest of those answers.